Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the top meta picks in the Open Great League, and I'll be showing you some combinations of teams which you guys can use, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, we're in game number 1, Drapion into Togetic. Togetic is weak to Poison Stings, but Drapion has all of his other moves resisted, so in this position, opponent was able to catch my Aqua Tail, so I'm going to swap into Diggersby. This team is consisting of Drapion, Diggersby and Feraligatr. Actually, it's very ABB weak to grass, so the Drapion is actually more for grass types, but we don't see many grass in the meta, so actually the Feraligatr and Diggersby core is actually quite strong. So here I'm going to go directly for 2 Scorching Sands, shielding the second Surf. Just a bit more for the Scorching Sands, and he decided to catch onto Togetic, which is okay, not that great, but now he's trapped into the Drapion encounter. Yeah, so one thing bad about catches is that if you catch on a Pokemon, you better make sure you are catching on a safe swap. If you don't, then you get easily hard locked into your most unfavorable matchup. Here you can see I'm going to try and farm down the Togetic. I'm coming out with a little bit of energy, and I got to throw instantly. So I'm going to throw the Crunch. Crunch does a lot of damage. I'm coming back in with Diggersby to farm down. And I wasn't sure if he was at a move or not, so at this point I think I lost count. And then he comes in back with Empoleon at the last step. So I wasn't able to get to a Scorching Sands before him, so he fired the Hydro Cannon, saving my last shield for Feraligatr. Now Feraligatr is very strong against Empoleon, with the Hydro Cannon on Feraligatr pacing a lot faster than on Empoleon. I definitely would take this 1v1 one shield matchup. So it's just a matter of what he intends to do with his energy. Yep. At that range, I don't think a Hydro Cannon would KO me as well, so this is a good game, first one for my opponent. Next match, Feraligatr into Drapion. Drapion paces slightly faster, so I can go for the charge attack priority. Okay, in this case, Feraligatr has a higher attack, so I'm going to shoot up the first Hydro Cannon, firing off the first Crunch. So now we are both down a shield. Same thing, I'm gonna go and try and farm into a Crunch, but this time I decided to catch. So catching the first Hydro Cannon, I'm trying to bait out something. Yeah, that's why. So usually with Feraligatr in the lead, there's something behind that is weak to one of my Pokemon, so I'm trying to bait out the Morpeko, and now they're down a shield. So Morpeko has a lot of farm, so what I'm intending to do is come in with Diggersby and try and absorb any kind of move that he has. Aura will be resisted, Psychic Fangs, in this case he goes for Psychic Fangs. So now he has another Psychic Fangs ready. This time I think it will be a full Aura Wheel Dark type. Oh okay, it's a Psychic Fangs. Yeah, in this case I don't have to worry, so I'm just... It's a Psychic Fangs again. Okay, this time he caught the move, so I fired Fire Punch just in case he wanted to catch. Yeah, and I know Feraligatr is not at a move, so I need him. It's 4 quick attacks to my next Scorching Sands, so I was able to get there. And now coming in with Drapion to snipe the Morpeko. I know he has a little bit of energy, so I'm trying to take it out. And now here comes the tough part, which is Jump Bluff. Jump Bluff is doing resisted Fairy Winds, but it's also very tanky against Diggersby and Drapion together. Energy Ball will take this down to the red, so I gotta fire. I gotta fire the next Crunch soon. Yeah, and this should take out with Drapion being the Shadow version. Yeah. Alright, that's another game. So the team comprises of Drapion in the lead. Drapion is actually better than a safe swap, but in this case, I have Feraligatr and Drapion. I wanted Drapion in the lead because I'm trying to see if it's better to face a non-Mud Slapper. So usually I get potential, I get better matchups with Drapion in the lead, because if the opponent is not running a Mud Slapper, I can probably do or put a lot of pressure onto the opponent, as you can see now. So Drapion against Azumarill, defense drop. Okay, I had to sacrifice a shield at the back, so Azumarill could. Yeah, and now I'm gonna farm down. Okay, this is Dragonair, so firing the first Aqua Tail bait. Aqua Tail will not do much, so you will take a shield, then firing out the next Crunch. If he uses 2 shields here, it'll be good. If he doesn't, then it's just 2 Pokemon down. Coming out with Diggersby. Okay, I know I can farm down this Dragonair from this range. Aqua Tail from a non-Shadow Dragonair doesn't really do much. Yeah, less than half HP. I can farm him down. I'm going to catch the Aqua Tail onto Feraligatr. I didn't have to, but I just wanted to get some Shadow Claw energy first. And now you see why it's a Registeel. I was predicting there was something that is like weak to Feraligatr at the back. Sorry, strong to Feraligatr at the back, and Registeel is a Z Cannon user. So this is probably a Z Cannon. Yeah, and remember I had stored energy on Diggersby, right? So I can just go double Fire Punch. Farming up just a little bit more, so that I have a little bit extra energy, so I can get to the next move just before the Dragonair does an Aqua Tail. Remember I caught the Aqua Tail on Feraligatr, so it's about low energy, and yeah, that's game. Okay, Drapion into Feraligatr. This is not a good matchup for either Drapion or Feraligatr, so coming in Feraligatr wins this actually in a 1 shield scenario. 1 shield as in 1 shield for Feraligatr but 0 shield for Feraligatr, even though Feraligatr resists everything on Feraligatr. So I can actually put a lot of pressure with the Shadow Claws and Hydro Cannons, although it's resisted by Feraligatr. It still hits very hard. Yeah, if you see now we are basically an even shield scenario just to maintain the Feraligatr's health, because the Shadow Claws hit so hard. For the next Hydro Cannon, so he decided to do both shields. So, and I'm going to try to go for a catch onto Drapion. Reason being, I want to try and draw out something at the back, which is basically, yeah, this is my aim, Clodsire. So I know I have the Diggersby onto the Clodsire, and then I still have a Feraligatr that I can use. In the meantime, trying to put a lot of pressure with these Aqua Tails. I can fire 2 Aqua Tails before he fires the first Earthquake, which is good for Drapion. I know Drapion at this point is currently useless already, so firing as fast as I can. Now I choose to come in with Feraligatr because I think I can reach a move before the next large bomb. Yeah, take him out. And now I come in with Feraligatr. So this is a bit tricky. So Diggersby into Azumarill, farming as much as possible. Ice Beam does quite a lot of damage, but it's not 50% onto Diggersby, so I can still play, and this is the good luck that came along, which is the attack debuff onto Azumarill. So strangely, Azumarill didn't use Ice Beam in this game. I think he has Play Rough and Hydro Pump, so that was an advantage for me. I was able to do a lot of Scorching Sands damage. Now this is a Play Rough, almost takes me out. Coming back in to farm down with Feraligatr. And now I'm at a move, yeah, with Diggersby, so Fire Punch KOs the Azumarill. This team is a bit different, so it's a Diggersby, Azumarill, and Feraligatr. If I meet a grass type, it's gonna be game over. Diggersby, Drapion, and Feraligatr. Okay, this is the same team. Sorry. Yeah. So Drapion into Jellicent, good matchup. Dark type attacks do very super effective onto Jellicent. Okay, here I'm choosing not to shield because Surf does a lot, but it won't KO, and I know Shadow Ball is resisted, so yeah, Surf is the correct move. But I definitely will take this down. Now coming in with the Stung Fist, the Unova Stung Fist. pressuring with the first Aqua Tail, and I know Drapion is going down, so coming in back with Diggersby. So this game is basically alignment based. I got the alignment from the first lead. The opponent decided not to switch out, so yeah, at this point I decided to stay because I know if I can save 2 shields on Feraligatr, it can put a lot of pressure onto the Unova Stunfisk, and I know I have Fire Punch onto Morwell, so Diggersby is ample enough, effective enough to put pressure on Morwell. So I was going up 2 Fire Punches, and then he has 0 shields, and I'm going to fire the first Hydro Cannon. So this first Hydro Cannon will take down the Morwell, and now that's left is the Sunfish, which I still have 1 shield left. Yep, so Shadow Feraligatr is still good in the Great League, but I know there's also like the Primate, Shadow Primate, Drapion, which are better safe swaps, which I agree. So I think Feraligatr has changed in its role to become more like a closer or lead instead of a safe swap. Yeah. So Drapion into Wigglytuff, and now safe swap. Opponent swaps into Gastrodon, which is a mistake. It shouldn't swap into the most heavy hitting counter. So now I get to counter back with Corsola, and Corsola doesn't take a lot of body slam damage, so he has to directly go for the Earth Power. Yeah, and I know this is a body slam because keeping track of the counts. So first Nightshade coming through, almost takes out, and I'm able to clean up with Azumarill. So why did I go out Azumarill? I'm trying to draw out something at the back. Now he went out with Wigglytuff, so I'm thinking something is like stronger against Drapion and Wigglytuff. Yeah. So there's a Gastrodon, there's a Wigglytuff. So if he decides to go with Wigglytuff onto Azumarill, which means I need to protect Azumarill as much as possible. So trying to fire as many play roughs as possible. Yeah, I'm gonna choose to protect. I just want to see what the last Pokemon is. Although I still have 3 Pokemon, so I basically have Switch and I have advantage. Drift Blame, which is bad against Azumarill. So Drapion comes in. I think I can do a double crunch, and yeah, she's down. Okay. Same thing is again is alignment based, so nothing much in that match to go on. Drapion again coming into Dance Pass. Not a very bad matchup, but I can't really swap into the other Pokemon. If I swap into Azumarill, they'll swap into their own counter, so and I can't swap into Corsola, so I gotta stay in Drapion and try to do crunch damage. Good thing is they got a debuff, so I need to shield the first drill run. Doing a little bit more damage, going straight for the Aqua Tail. So this will knock out with the defense debuff. Yep. Now we have an advantage. Talonflame comes in, Drapion can also pressure with Aqua Tail, so same thing, going for 4 counts of Poison Sting and then Aqua Tail. Yep, now I'm just gonna let the Talonflame go at this point, because there's no point hanging on to Drapion that much. So he needs 2 more Incinerates to the next Flame Charge. And with Flame Charge, I think it's going to be a Fly. It shouldn't be a Flame Charge and Brave Bird. Yeah. So he decided to throw a Flame Charge and then come in Azumarill, which I'm not sure why. So I farmed up to about 1.5 energy to play rough, and gonna go with Corsola. Corsola can resist almost everything on Azumarill because of its basically it's more bulky. Yeah, and I'm just gonna try and farm up as much energy as possible. Throw the first Nightshade. So we're still both in a 1 shield scenario. I do get to another Nightshade. Corsola paces faster than Azumarill a little bit, so I saw the Talonflame coming. I'm gonna come in directly to snipe with Ice Beam. Bubble down, and now I have 1 shield left, and I still have another move. Yep. I think similarly is alignment based, but the first lead Drapion against Dance Pass was 50-50. I think opponent could have shielded the Dance Pass, and then it would be slightly similar. Drapion into Trevenant. Trevenant is weak against Crunch, so directly going for a Crunch, and Trevenant paces slower to its Leaf Blade, or like Foul Play. So everything on Trevenant is resisted. Okay, sorry, Seed Bomb, not Leaf Blade. So I go for another Crunch. So let's see if he decides to shield this. Oh, okay, he caught on Toxapex, so that's interesting. So yeah, coming back in with Corsola, Toxapex, Brine is weak, Sludge Wave is resisted, and Poison Jet is also resisted. So everything on Toxapex is resisted by Corsola, while I'm doing neutral damage with the Nightshades. Yeah, I'm just gonna farm down, coming out with one full set of Nightshade. I'm gonna fire the first Nightshade onto Talonflame. You could argue I could go for a Power Gem, but I wanted to save a little bit of energy. I'm choosing to shield this one. I'm gonna try and take him out with the Power Gem. I'm gonna farm one more and then press the Power Gem because I want to see if he does an Incinerate and catch him in between. But no, he caught with the Trevenant. So I'm coming back with Drapion to go for a farm down. Yeah, and that's left a Talonflame. I can just Aqua Tail, and then I still have another Azumarill at the back. Yeah, that's a 3-ball sweep for me. Okay, and we are coming into the last match. So Corsola into Cloudzyre. Good match. Swap back into Diggersby. This is a slightly different team. I'm not using Drapion at the moment. I swapped Drapion into Diggersby because I found that it does better against those rollouts and ground type Pokemon. So Corsola, Diggersby, and Azumarill is the last team that I'm going to be using. Diggersby fully resists everything that Dunsparce throws, and the Scorching Sands does quite good neutral damage. So yeah, I do have an advantage here. At this point, Scorching Sands will knock out. So he decided to invest a shield, and I'm coming in, going to catch with Corsola. Basically, I want to see what the opponent has. Yeah, the last Pokemon basically, because he's not going to come in Cloudzyre, and so going for a Power Gem. Power Gem is super effective onto the bug. So now I think I'm gonna let this go. Yeah. So now I have full knowledge of the full the 3 Pokemon that opponent has. So I'm gonna fire Punch from Diggersby. Almost gonna take him out, and I'm gonna try and farm down with Azumarill. So I know Low Kicks has Trailblaze, so I got to shield the first Trailblaze. Then they decided to swap the Cloudzyre. Cloudzyre does win in the 0 shield, but now that I have 1 shield against 0, Azumarill has slightly higher advantage. Ice Beam does a lot, Bubble does super effective damage as well. I need to shield. I don't need to shield the first Sludge Bomb, but actually it's an Earthquake. So reason why I didn't shield, I saw the counts. He went up to 8 before firing, so it could be an Earthquake Stone Age Cloudzyre. There we go. I had to preserve the health there, so I had to shield the Stone Age. First Ice Beam coming in, Low Kicks can be bubbled down, and the next one I should be able to reach the next Ice Beam. Okay, it doesn't. So Dunsparce here fires off the Drill Run, and let's see if I can get to a Fire Punch. Yeah, I can. Yeah, he has to take me out with the Drill Run, or else I'll take him out with the Ice Beam. Either way, it's still a win condition for me. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you very much.